Okay. Oh, what, we live?
Well, we're live, yeah.
Cool. Oh, we're live.
We're the livers.
What's that? 1. I'm 1, you're 3.
Say no more.
All right. Yo, what's happening, people? We're back. You already know, retired Marco. To my left, I've got eating his shawarma wrap.
You see me eating again?
Eating again, fam.
If everyone was chatting rubbish the last time, yes, I'm eating again. I caught a singer / actor.
Huh?
I'm gonna quote a singer / actor.
Go on.
We hungry.
I wonder who that is.
We hungry.
Shout out Tyrese.
Trust me, man.
We hungry.
You got tie.
Oh my days. That nice, yeah? It's the same one as last week.
Yeah.
We're giving this place promo, boy.
They get bait and that. You know the ones then it becomes rubbish and that. Because
Yeah, I had to show Boss Man. I was like, Boss Man, you're on YouTube, big man. Just eating the shawarma.
Can't see you, man.
Oh my days. Yeah, how are you, my bro? Apart from being hungry, you good? He's good. You know when when they're not talking, I mean, it feels good.
I'm delightful. I'm good, man.
Nice.
WWE legend
Has returned.
Trust me.
Yes, sir.
Time to play the game. What's up? Can you tell me?
I'm good, man. I'm good still. I've had a pretty chilled weekend, so I'm alright, man. I'm alright. I can't complain.
Humble beginnings, man.
As you can see, we're a man down, people. Uncle out enjoying himself.
What are you talking about? He's not enjoying himself.
You don't think so?
He was out trying to get the mummies in Hyatt, fam.
Oh my days. Uncle, it's not me, fam. It's not me,
last
cuz.
night trying to get the mummies in Hyatt, fam. He's tired.
He's in Thorpe Park now. Is he Thorpe Park? Is it Thorpe Park? Yeah, he's at Thorpe Park now. So
he's at Thorpe Park now, enjoying himself. CJ, we didn't get the memo, but I see you, brother.
Brother, you can't get me to Thorpe Park, fam.
Why not?
I'm done, fam.
What do you mean you're done? You're done for amusement?
From the amusement parks, yeah. I'm done, fam. I'm done. I did that in my early 20s. I'm good, fam. If my feet ain't touching the floor, I told you, man, this. If my feet are not touching the floor,
yeah,
I'm not involved.
That makes no sense.
Of course it does.
You take a plane.
But my feet are on the floor in the plane.
How does that make sense?
So I'll give you a perfect example. See, like ice skating.
Yeah.
My feet are not touching the floor.
Yeah.
I'm balancing on blades. I'm not involved.
You're technically not touching the floor then, are you? The blades are touching the floor.
Exactly, so I'm not involved. That's exactly my point. I'm not involved. Rollerblading, I'm not involved. As much as I would like to go flippers, I'm not involved.
No way.
I'm not rollerblading. I'm not ice skating. I'm not skateboarding.
But the plane is...
But my feet are on the floor of the plane.
Yeah, but the plane itself is...
I hear it.
100,000 feet.
I understand what you're saying. And I'm not scared of flights. Like, I'll fly wherever in it. But
you're scared of rollerblading. So your head is...
I'm not scared of rollerblading. I just can't rollerblade. So I'm not involved. You see, when you get to my age, big man, your recovery time is longer. Yeah. The recovery time is longer, bro. It's not when, in your 20s, you fool. Yeah, you just get back up, man. You're fine. Now, big man, I need ibuprofen. I need paracetamol. I need a day's rest.
You're in the day dirty.
I'm retired, bro. I'm retired, fam. Recovery time's a lot longer.
Amusement parks. You have to go to amusement parks.
I've done that, though. I've done that.
Was it Mendy? What's it called?
There's Alton Towers,
Chesington.
There's loads,
and there's another one.
I'm not.
That's with an N.
I'm not too sure. I don't know. But I think I've only been to. Have I been Alton Towers? No, I haven't been Alton Towers. I've only been to Thorpe Park.
You've been Chesington?
No, I've not been Chesington.
So then, how can you really say you've done it in your 20s and you haven't?
Because what's the difference between the amusement parks? It's just rides, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're all rides designed differently, from roller coasters to
same thing, man. You done it once, you've done it all, bruv.
That's good. Nah,
I'm good.
Nah, for real. This is sad to hear.
It's not sad. I've done it, fam. It's not like I've not done it. I've never experienced it. I've done it. It's cool, man. Like, plus, do you know what it is? I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Is this a safe space?
Yeah. Is it a safe space? It's everybody else listening.
Alright, it's a safe space. Here. Because this is where I'm enclosing the info.
Okay.
I've seen too many clips or whatever on socials of rides just rocking down. Rise just getting trapped in midair, not moving. Rise being 40. You see when you're older and you see that, allow it. allow me.
Don't talk to me.
Nah, brother, I'm not doing it. But you see when you're young, you're like, nah, whatever, man. It can happen anywhere. I don't have that mindset, bruv. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, man. I don't. Listen, you lot enjoy yourself. I'll pray for you.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What do you mean?
Don't do that.
I always pray for my people.
Yeah, but don't try and save.
What do you mean? I always pray for my people. I always pray for my people.
I'm sure you do, but you don't know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I pray for you, man. Yeah, to security, like, it's good.
You know what I mean, man?
I see you, bro.
Yeah, nah, I'm good still, man. Let's go. But yeah, that's what Uncle's doing anyway. He's out enjoying himself. He's with a few people, so yeah, we'll be back next week anyway.
You should lose his trainers.
You what?
You should lose his trainers.
Use his trainers. Lose his trainers. You're bad man. You're bad man.
Like, you remember something like when we were thingy?
You know, we were just talking about that before we went live. We were talking about what with Cavos.
Yeah, Cavos.
And he lost his trainers, boy. See what alcohol does to you, bro. It knocks you out and you lose your trainers.
Yo, ask him when you see him. When you see Uncle, ask him what happened to his trainers.
Your red Air Maxes, fam.
Oh my god.
Exclusives as well.
Yeah, they were.
You can't get them again. I never saw anyone with them.
No, I haven't.
Anyone, bro. I've never seen anyone with those trainers until CJ had them. I've not seen them since.
I knew they were about, but I just wasn't prepared to pay, spend the bread.
Never seen them. They were exclusives.
Boy.
Can't get them again.
Big up him, though. Cavs was a good time in life, man.
Cavs was a reckless time.
No, it wasn't. It
was a reckless time. No, it was good. It was a reckless time. Jeez.
Oh, my days.
Fam, Cavs, whatever happens, bro. Crazy. I mean, we saw recently what happened with Ross in Cavos.
Oh, yes, we did.
Fam.
We saw the strip.
What was going on there? What was happening there? Because there was a few people that went there.
So, but I'm guessing he's got, I don't know. I'm not really deep into it.
But there was loads of people that went out. But I think there was some type of event that was happening in Cavos. I'm not too sure on the event.
Like an Islanders event or something.
Something like that, innit? It was happening in Cavos. But I know bare people that went. But yeah, I just saw the videos on Twitter of the car going crazy, like just running people over. Bare man trying to get into the little, like the 7-seater where Ross was and his brethren were. Yeah, like just, it looked crazy. It looked like an actual mess. But the whole time I'm watching, I'm thinking, we were there.
Yeah, we
were there all these years ago. When did we go, Cavos? What year was that? 2017, 16?
17, yeah.
16, 17.
17.
Yeah. Damn. Good times, man.
Good times, brother.
Good times.
I think it was just maybe like, I don't know if I'll say it was ops.
What?
I don't think it was ops that saw Ross, but I feel like man's got jewels, he's got a watch.
Yeah.
Might have like 200.
Brother, anyone that's in a public eye, not even in a public eye, let me take that back. I think anyone that's successful should have security at all times.
Yes.
At all times, bro. I don't know if Russ has security or not. I'm not sure. I don't know. But from that video, he couldn't have had security.
Yeah, you couldn't have. But it felt like
And he don't roll light neither, fam. Like, he's got a lot of chains, watches, whatever. Like, he's shining. You know what I mean?
Bling.
So, I don't know, man. But you should have security, though. But I remember when we went, was it Mist? We saw Mist. Mist was there.
Yeah.
He was...
have security.
No, he didn't have security. He was dolo. He was by himself. But, yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
That's just the risk you take.
Maybe the persona you have to keep up in it. Obviously, he says what he says. He's done what he's done in it. So obviously, he goes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
still, though, man.
Miss obviously says the same thing. Like, even if I'm one up or not, like I'm still me. I'm still gonna or whatever type. I'll do me or whatever. So I guess it's that persona in it, but
it's not the smartest thing to do, though. I don't think.
The car revert. They tried that. Listen,
fam, they tried to get him for real.
You have to rate
who.
The private driver. The driver,
because he could have just jumped out. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, he could have just jumped out.
I didn't get paid for this.
You know what I mean? Or he could have just like locked the door, left them to
Yeah. He was trying to get out there. I think he did. Well, he must have. Because Ross, lived to see another day. But it was the other clip where there was like another driver.
And he was just driving.
Licked someone down. Like, it's not even funny. But it was just like, he just ran them over. Like, I was like, God damn. Like, yeah, it looked crazy. It looked crazy. But the thing is, when madness happens in these type of places, nothing can happen to stop it.
No, it can. It's just obviously police. Remember, because when we was there, police circled every like what 45 minutes or an hour.
Bro, when police circled, it was for what? Remember, we were there.
No, but
we know what the bar.
When the lights went on,
yeah,
it was time to lock up. But there was sometimes they were just driving through the ends.
Yeah, but remember, it's supposed to lock off at a certain time.
Oh yes, I remember now. Yeah, you jogged my memory.
They were driving down these bars, yeah. And the bars were basically giving the police money. Allegedly, this is what was told to us. But they were giving them money like to be like, all right, let us run for like an extra half hour or whatever. Because the bars, they were killing it. They were making pee. As much as the drinks, they were super cheap, but it was constant. Like everyone always wanted a drink. And so every time the police came, they will shut off the music for maybe like 2 minutes. And then the music will come back on and the police will just drive past and carry on what they're doing.
They had the lasers, isn't it?
They had the lasers. Yeah, they'll point at the DJ to turn it off. Yeah,
that's crazy. They got some systems out there.
Yeah, and security guard like the bouncers in Cavos. Oh,
yeah, they didn't ramp.
Leave them alone, bro.
They don't ramp.
Leave them alone. I think CJ was. I think he told me one time that I think one of these drunk white dons were like trying to stick it onto the bouncer, innit? And the bouncer picked him up, choked him out, He fell asleep and just kicked him whilst he was on the floor. I was like, bro, like you see these bouncers overseas, especially like in these party islands, leave them alone, man. Leave them alone, because
people forget that's where they live.
For real.
So
if you go missing, do
you know what I mean? Like, whatever badness you think you're on, they're on 10 times worse.
Facts, for real.
And they're in ends.
It's for real. It's true. It's true.
They're in ends.
It's true. And these are like grown men, and the ones that are trying to embarrass them, they're like, well, like 20s or whatever. And he's thinking, are you mad? Yeah, discipline, boy. Literally just discipline you in Cavos' peak. Oh my days. But yeah, man.
Talking about leaving things alone. There was a thing on Twitter.
What happened?
So there was you get 20 minutes.
Yeah.
To be shared with an animal. And within that 20 minutes, if you survive the whole 20 minutes, you get 100 million.
Okay.
So I think the options were a tiger.
Yeah.
A hippo.
Yeah.
A crocodile.
Yeah.
And I think maybe like a bear.
A bear.
It was a bear. A grizzly bear. So you got to survive.
A bear, tiger, hippo, crocodile. And I have to survive 20 minutes.
Yeah. You're 100 mil.
And death is not an option.
No.
I have to do this. But I have to pick one animal. What's the context like? Can I be like
That's what we do,
like 2 miles apart?
I'm saying in a room.
We're in a room. Oh my God. Like in this room with one of the animals for 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Yeah. You're not surviving this. There's no way. There's no way. But you have to go in that room.
I'm saying a room. All right, so there's 2 rooms.
A big room, like two of these rooms together.
Yeah.
I have to pick the crocodile.
Why the crocodile?
I think that's the easier. I think most people will pick the crocodile.
I'm picking the crocodile too.
But you see, if you don't pattern that first jump to like on its back paws and hold its jaw, if you don't get that right,
is that what you're doing?
You have to.
I'm not even touching it. I'm just staying behind it the whole entire time.
Yeah, that's true. But crocodiles are quickish. And it can still like, what if it swipes your foot with its tail and you trip? You're pissed. You're pissed. All right, tigers are out the question. No one's surviving that. Tigers.
And a grizzly bear.
Yeah, tigers and a grizzly bear, you can just leave it alone.
I think you underestimate hippos. They are very aggressive.
They are.
They are very, very aggressive.
Then I read something like, I think like they're the most dangerous.
I think in the water.
They're the biggest and most dangerous land animal.
What?
Yeah, they're the biggest and dangerous. So if you combine both of them together, hippos at number 1.
What?
They kill 500. I think I read it somewhere that they kill 500 Africans a year.
A year?
Yeah. I was like, God damn, yeah. I was like, if you see it, I think like they're the biggest and most dangerous land animal in the world. Go ahead there. Bro, there's no way you're surviving that.
When they're under pressure, they attack. So how do you?
That's what I'm saying.
How do you? Well, the hippo or the crocodile are the two easiest ones.
The hippo's not easy.
I'm underestimating.
It's probably the most dangerous one on the list. That and the bear.
Nah, I think no. The tiger.
You think a tiger is more dangerous than a hippo?
Yes, because with a tiger, you know its intentions. Straight up. With a hippo, you don't know if it's under pressure or cool.
No. If you're 10 steps away from a hippo, it's charging at you.
10 steps is quite good.
What? Brother, I don't think you've seen how big a hippo is. Hippo is huge.
I'm not that huge, but I'm saying like, I mean, with a hippo, you're more likely to gauge the movement. Where with a tiger,
brother, it's charging at you. You see it charging at you. You're seeing your life will flash before your eyes.
It's charging at you, but you have to do that right precision where you got to jump to left or right, and it just runs by. It's like you got to make sure. Have you seen
a hippo eat a watermelon, bro? You see what that looks like? It will chew you like chewing gum, fam. Try squeeze a watermelon to like break it.
No,
have you seen what hippos do to a watermelon, bro?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, God.
I've seen what a tiger's done to a human. I've seen what a grizzly bear's done to a human. And I've seen what a crocodile could do to a human. You see that death row?
Yeah, it's peak. It will literally rip off your arm.
Do you know what I'm saying? And with I'm saying that out of the 4 animals, I'm saying the 2 I'll take the risk with is the crocodile or the hippo.
You can't say hippo, bro. The crocodile, I agree with you 100%. But hippo.
So you're saying, yeah,
bro? No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't put words.
What's the chance, bro? The chance
zero. You're in a room with a hippo, you're dying. There's no way you're surviving. 20 minutes, bro. 20.
I feel like if
20. We've not even been recorded for 20 minutes. You think you're surviving all this time with a hippo?
I think
there's only so many, like, bruv, there's 4 corners in a room, in it. You're gonna run out of corners.
I'm surviving.
You're surviving. Do you know what? I'll pray for you, man.
It's good games.
I'll pray for you.
5, bro.
You're crazy. You will not live to see like how much? What? $100 million? $100 million? $100 million, brother.
£100 million, bro.
£100 million. Okay.
Yeah, if you say dollars, it devalues. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. All right. £100 million. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go for the crocodile. If you have to pick one, then yes, it is the crocodile.
The hippo.
But again, the crocodile, you need to get it right. If you don't get it right, you're finished. I remember CJ and I was having a debate one time. It's like, what's more dangerous or stronger, or what would win in a fight out of a grizzly bear or gorilla? I said grizzly bear, and he said gorilla. And I was like, I don't think a gorilla has a chance. A grizzly bear is heavier. I think it can take more. It can take more of a beating just because of its fat and muscle, and I think its jaws are stronger than a gorilla's. I mean, I'm not David Attenborough. What I'm saying isn't facts, but from what I think that's where it is. I think gorillas are faster.
And they have more more mobility.
Yeah. But a bear, if it grabs you and its claws are like that, and they're sharp.
But if a gorilla bites you, it's over.
If a bear bites you, it's over. I think a bear has a stronger bite than a gorilla.
A gorilla or a grizzly bear?
I think a grizzly bear.
Something in my heart is telling me a gorilla.
Think so?
Because them men, they fight daily.
King Kong got you gassed, innit?
King Kong got me gassed.
I'm trying shit.
You're neat.
He saw King Kong's like, oh damn.
No, King Kong
he's strong.
No, King Kong's shit, bro. How can he get beat up by the Godzilla versus? Is it Godzilla versus King Kong?
Yes, it is King Kong. Yeah.
Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kong got beat up, bruv. Every time.
He did, but what? Godzilla ain't no little fish, you know.
That's my point, though. So
what do you mean? That's your point?
That's my point.
But Godzilla's.
No, I'm saying Kong ain't no bad man. So you said Kong gassed me. I said no, he ain't no bad man.
No, Kong's a bad man, so.
He's not a bad man, bro.
Nah, he is for the streets.
He's like, what's his name?
Mainstream Godzilla.
Who's that guy that used to play for QPR?
What? Where you going with
No,
this?
wait. It's for the streets. Is it Tarat? No.
El Tarap.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
streets.
for the streets.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
El Tarap, yeah, for the streets.
It's for the streets. The streets will never forget about him.
King Kong's serious, man.
Kong's a bad man, but I feel like, I don't know, gorilla.
I would take the grizzly bear.
To the grizzly bear.
Yeah, I think the grizzly bear wins that fight 1-on-1.
I'm saying, in my mind, I have like an animation type of thing going on. I'm saying the gorilla just...
But why though?
Dips a fade, yeah.
Dips a fade.
Dips a fade, yeah.
Guy,
and then puts him in a chokehold, yeah, and then puts him to sleep.
Brother, a bear is heavier. It's got a stronger bite. It's got more muscle, more fat.
Grab on its back and give that a chokehold, bro. It can't grab you.
Huh? What do you mean?
If a gorilla was to jump on its back...
Gorillas don't fight like that. Gorillas don't fight like humans, like they'll have you in a chokehold. Like, they don't fight like that. It's just power. Like, they'll hit you, they'll bite you. They don't fight like a UFC fighter. They're not trying to grapple you.
It has to be like a... I don't know what the species of gorillas are, but whatever the biggest gorilla is...
It would be a
silverback,
like a silver. I don't know. Yeah, it will be some type of gorilla. Yeah.
But that, because obviously the grizzly bear is the biggest brown bear. So obviously,
land. Yeah, because you got polar bears.
And then there's
That's a different.
I'll teach you some knowledge. Did you know there's a hybrid of bears that's a mixture of polar bear and grizzly bears?
No.
And they are basically the ultimate hunting species because they can swim and climb trees.
Oh, that's long. That's long. You think you're safe in a tree?
So when people say to you, you see a grizzly bear and you climb up a tree, that's the wrong thing to do because they'll climb up after you. But imagine one that couldn't swim, a grizzly bear that couldn't swim, you thought it couldn't swim.
Yeah, and but polar bears can swim.
Yeah, and that's a mixture too, and that's swimming after you in the water.
Yeah, long day. Long day. Because like in a polar bears, like they'll kill like seals and shit.
No, it will like try and
they'll eat seals. Do you know how big a seal is?
No, polar bears. You mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Polar bear.
Yeah.
They eat seals. Do you know how big a seal is and how quick they are? Yeah, it's long.
It's for the right time, innit?
Fam. Yeah, it's long, man. It's long, bro. I would even take that though. Because it's fine to say now, but when you see a crocodile in real life and you see it on the other side of the room and it comes charging at you, bro, I'll piss myself, bro. You're crazy.
I'll take my chances with a gorilla and a hippo.
I mean, if I had to, if you're throwing me in a room and I had to, then yeah, I would say crocodile.
I'm saying crocodile. And if the crocodile was taken, I'm saying the hippo. Right, crocodile's taken.
I'll plan your funeral, man.
Crocodile's taken now.
Do you want an open casket or closed casket?
We agree, yeah, crocodile is the same.
Yeah, I think most people will pick a crocodile. I have to pick out a tiger, hippo, and bear.
Yeah, grizzly bear.
I'm dying, bro. I'm dying. I'm going in there to die. It's just how fast I want to die. And I want to die fast. I don't want to be in agony. I would rather die fast, and I'll probably pick a hippo.
I don't think you would die fast.
I would die fast with a hippo.
I think the tiger would be agony, pain and agony. I think
Have you seen The Revenant? Leonardo DiCaprio, the film he won an Oscar for.
No, what he won? Oh yeah, he won an Oscar. That's his first one, isn't it? Finally.
Yeah, his first and last one, which is a joke. But I think they just gave it to him because he had to win an Oscar at one point. But they gave it to him at The Revenant. So I remember watching it ages ago. But from what I remember, it's like a group of people that go traveling to somewhere else and wherever, but they have to fight off these obstacles, whether it be like a civil war or something. I don't know. I'm explaining it wrong. People that have seen it, they've seen it. But there's a point in the film where he gets attacked by a bear. Bro. Wow. Wow. Crazy. He gets mash up.
What's it called? The
Revenant. He gets mash up, bro.
Might watch it tonight.
It's crazy. I'm gonna send you the clip, but it's just like, God damn. He survived it. Barely survived it. But it just gave you a glimpse of how powerful bears are. Do you know what I mean? Like we've seen bear attacks and like, you know, like from a distance or whatever, but this was like, because it's a film, obviously, you know, it's gonna have some effects or whatever, but it wasn't far off of what it would look like in real life. Like the biting, the him just laying on you, the scratching, and yeesh. If I have to pick one,
what do you think is worse, that or a shark attack?
Oh man, what, a bear attack or a shark attack? I want to say bear attack, but I think the shark attack might be worse only because
in water.
Yeah, you're gonna drown and you're bleeding out. That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, the ocean's a scary place, bruv. It's a scary place, fam.
Uncle thinks that's where the aliens are.
I hear it.
You got a valid point.
I hear it, and I didn't disagree with him. The only thing I disagreed with him because he's like he doesn't believe that there's any life form
in space.
I believe there is. But he was like, oh, like a tree is a life form. He's like, no, like something with a heartbeat. There's definitely some type of life form in space somewhere.
There was a clip I saw on Twitter. And it's like an old movie.
Yeah.
The first episode aired.
Yeah.
It showed something. After that, it got cancelled.
Showing too much.
Basically.
Damn.
So what happened was, so was the scene in the classroom, right? And it's a painting class.
Yeah.
So the teacher's going around, oh, this is lovely, do you know what I mean? This is nice, encouraging everyone to paint and whatnot. Yeah. So she comes around to this young black lady, and she's like, wow, this piece is like really interesting, like tell me about it. And she basically goes into this like story to where like humans have been on this earth for many years. Other people have come to this planet, and other people that came to the planet were basically like reptiles. And like the hierarchies made a deal with the reptiles to give them human people, human product. But for that, so the reptiles don't come back and kill everybody, and the reptiles give them orders and tell them what they have to do to make the world what they want. Right. It is brazy, bruv. And she goes and says that our main people that we listen to are politicians, our presidents and stuff. These people all work with these reptiles, and they all keep. Bro,
what kind of low key Marvel episode?
Bruv, if it wasn't that deep, why did they cancel it?
Maybe because it was shit.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, they cancelled you remember The Weeknd had the series, The Idol or something.
The Weeknd?
Yeah, he's in the series.
The singer?
Yeah, bro.
He has his own series.
He had. They cancelled it because it was shit. You wouldn't have seen it because it was whack. Cool. They cancelled it.
Call me Patrick. I'm on the road.
It's called The Idol. I think it was called The Idol. I never watched it, but I've seen it like in like, you know, when you're underground station, like you see it like on the billboards or whatever. And then I heard a couple months later, like they cancelled it after like one season, or like not even a full season. I don't think it was like a few episodes that they cancelled it because it was whack.
Oh, fair enough. I never saw him as a really an actor.
Neither did I. Apparently, it was a bad one too. So this is why they cancelled it. But I've not listened to The Weeknd since he cut his hair.
Who's the best one for you?
Artist, actors.
Yeah. So rap actors, singer.
Rap or singer.
There's a few. Beyonce, Eminem, Method Man, Redman.
The most successful is probably
successful. The one that you.
I know. I'm just trying to think. But I think the most successful is probably Tyrese. But who do I think? Yeah. But Fast and Furious, they make $1 billion every. I think they're 300 billion.
Money-wise success, but I don't feel like he has like a catalogue of success. Does that make sense?
No. Makes billions every film.
It's a franchise. That franchise makes him money, which is a success.
But he's one of the main actors in the film.
I agree, but my thing is, if you don't take away Fast and Furious,
Baby Boy, it's a great film.
It's a great film, but Fast and Furious and Baby Boy.
Nah, it's a different budget though. It's a different budget,
There's
man.
Not enough in that catalogue for me to say that he's. Don't get me wrong, he is successful and he makes a lot of.
But you don't think he's a good actor?
No, I just don't think his catalogue. It's great.
It's a lot of fast films.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's a lot of fast.
It makes my point even more valid. It's Fast and Furious and Baby Boy.
Yeah, but when you say Fast and Furious, that's a big deal. It's a big deal.
That's like, alright, Chris Tucker. He's only got Rush Hour and Friday. But Rush Hour.
No, he don't. Chris Tucker's got other film, Money Talks with Charlie Sheen. Have you not seen that?
I don't think so.
Great film.
Great film.
Great film.
Oh, really?
Fantastic
like
film.
His face, guys.
Big man thing. Money. Watch it. Money Talks. Chris Tucker, like early Chris Tucker, like a young Chris Tucker, and Charlie Sheen. Great film.
Haven't seen
Watch
it
it.
still.
You know. People that seen it, you know.
All right,
Great
cool.
film.
So Friday, Money Talks and Rush Hour franchise. That is a
But
lot.
Rush Hour is a huge film.
But listen to what I'm saying.
Just because there's
listen. So then who would you pick?
out of what?
Chris Tucker or Tyrese? Just off catalogue.
Chris Tucker.
My point.
What is your point?
My point is his catalogue's not that great. His catalogue's, it's just Fast and Furious and Baby Boy. There's nothing like in between. What else did he do like in between them things? Nothing like. He dedicated his whole life to Fast and Furious. No, I lied. He was in Transformers, but he wasn't a main part.
No, he wasn't. He was in
Transformers.
He was in Transformers.
That's a good catalogue. Do you know what? Maybe.
Come on, man. I think he's the most successful. But who do I think is like a proper like sick actor that came from music?
Will Smith is probably the biggest. Will Smith is the most successful.
On a technical, yes.
How? He was a rapper. He was a Grammy.
I know.
He's got 2 Grammys.
That's what I'm saying. On a technicality, yes, I hear it.
Technicality. He was a rapper.
You don't listen to Will Smith.
Not anymore.
You didn't.
Yeah, sweet.
I've known you long enough. Shut up, man.
Turn around now. That's a big tune. You know that?
We've worked together for years.
But that tune's cold.
You've never played Will Smith.
Why would I play it now? Yes, I have.
When?
Yes, I have. It was even in the playlist.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
Summer. There was even in there.
That's a good tune. That's a good tune. Yeah.
Don't try to do that.
I hear it. I hear it.
It's got singles.
Ice Cube.
What do you mean?
Ice Cube. Actor, artist.
I wouldn't say he's more successful than Will Smith. Will Smith.
I don't think anyone is.
So in terms of like rapper, okay, take Will Smith out, yeah, because it's not.
Yeah, because it's not fair.
But in terms of like art, like yeah,
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube's
got a big catalogue too.
But I think it's
film-wise,
more end of he started it more at the end, didn't it? It wasn't really doing it.
He couldn't do it during NWA. He's a gangster, bro. Like
after NWA, he started. That's when he made Friday. It was after NWA, off the back of NWA.
Yeah. Because he wanted to get away from the music business.
So yeah, Boys in the Hood.
What Ice Cube's been in?
Yeah, what's else he been in?
Yeah, Boys in the Hood, Fridays.
Yeah, and what else was it?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we done yet? Kevin Hart.
Ride Along. He's got a huge list of films still.
I think Ice Cube might be there still.
He has to be in a conversation, 100%. Is anyone new school trying to act like any of the new?
Obviously, you got like Childish Gambino. Obviously, he made music. Then he had his own series.
Yeah,
I think
he did.
He's
Atlanta, innit?
And he's in another. I
liked Atlanta.
Well.
Atlanta's good.
He was in another series as well, wasn't he?
I know he did something with Rihanna. I think it's like something Island. I can't remember what it was called, but I never watched it, so I can't say.
Childish Gambino's quite a good.
What about from the UK? Who's like a good actor?
I think Conan could drop into it. In Shiloh's story, he definitely portrayed that.
Yeah, both of them. I think. Yeah, both Krept and Conan. I think they can both.
Krept.
You don't think so? I think so. I think so.
I think Conan. I feel Krept more as a presenter. I feel like put Krept on stage live there and then he can hold a crowd, not because of like music. I feel like talking, just integrate, like, do you know what I mean? Like entwining with the people.
Who else? Kano, obviously.
Bashi.
Wicked actor. Bashi, wicked actor. Ashadi, wicked actor.
Yeah.
Ashadi's done a lot, you know. Like people only just remember him in Top Boy, but he's done a lot of like other films.
He was in 50 Cent.
Yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying. There we go. Mad. That's what I'm saying. He's done a lot. I remember he did an interview with is this his name? A Squeezy, Arnold. I remember they did an interview together. I think they were both like in a cinema or whatever, and they were just going through his catalogs and that. And he was breaking out. It was a good watch still. Yeah, he's done a lot. But yeah, I would say Bashi, Kano, Ashadi.
They've done well.
Are probably the elites of UK artists / actors. Yeah.
Who else could be up there? I definitely see Dave being an actor.
Oh, Dave was good. Dave was good in Top Boy. Dave was good in Top Boy still. Yeah.
I think
there's a new Top Boy coming out, innit? September.
Apparently they were filming in Wembley.
They started production. I think it was like late last year.
It's the last one as well.
Last one. I don't know how this is gonna end.
Yeah, but Drake's cold, man. Shout
out to Drake still for
It's for making it happen.
Yeah. So we got one more season left. We'll see what happens, boy.
Hopefully it ends on a bang.
I'm sure it will. But we know Someone has to die, innit? That's how they all end, innit? Someone has to die.
No.
Someone has to die, bro. No one has to.
Someone wins and someone loses. But I don't think someone dies. I think someone goes jail, or someone gains everything and someone gains nothing. Back on the block, starting from square one. Can you imagine that? You're a multi-millionaire and someone finesses you where you're back on the block.
Well, the way it finished, it was Kano shot my man in his yard. Michael Ward, I forgot his name, Jamie.
Because obviously he snitched or something like that, innit?
No, Kano just never fucked with him.
No, he did something.
No, Jamie didn't snitch. You remember the last episode of the last season where Sully, Kano, he knocks on Jamie's door. He's there with his two younger brothers, but his two younger brothers are in the kitchen eating. So Jamie opens the door. He shoots him once. He's on the floor holding his chest or whatever. And then his two brothers run out like at the other side of the hallway. And they're looking, they're like, raw. And then Sully looks at them, looks down at Jamie, shoots him in the head, and just goes away. That's how it finishes.
I don't remember, maybe I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't know if the youngest brother's gonna go mad, trying to look for him or whatever. I don't know, innit, but
start the streets.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Top Boy, it's a great series. It's a legendary series.
All the Americans watch that to kind of gain the
yeah, man, because I think Americans just think it's all tea and crumpets, fam. Like,
I mean, no, you need to go on Twitter one day, look at all the tweets and memes they put on for, like, you know when Giggs did a song with KMT?
Yeah.
So they were saying, like, when the man them are rolling around, we're still using penny bikes. We're still using penny bikes. You know the old time guns and you have to put the black powder and
yeah, so dumb.
You used to shoot people with, like, and then
Americans are so clueless.
The Royal Guards.
Yeah.
And their swords. That's what we use for That's what they're saying.
Just shuffle man down the road. Yeah, so dumb. Americans are clueless. Americans are actually clueless.
Like, some of these brothers on road though, the amount of like Rambos, Zombie Nash, I see come out their back pockets.
How'd you even walk with that, bro?
I don't know how the police see them with that though.
Yeah.
Enough of them one was on a bus, sitting down comfortably, and the police got on the bus, arrested him.
Yeah.
Searched him and found a Rambo on his joggers. But how do you know that?
Because it was probably 30 degrees and he was hooded up in a tracksuit, and that's probably why.
You think so?
They can't wear that. They can't carry that with shorts.
Why just go out? I wouldn't go out anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what you say to a youth like that, fam.
It's too late.
Is it too late though? It's not too late. It's never too late. But
it's too late. Just connect. There's nothing to say now.
No, but I'm saying, like, say if you know someone, yeah, that's, I don't know, let's say he's 16, 17 years old, and you know he's carrying. You don't know how you know, but you just know he's carrying. What would you say to that person?
You're between a rock and a hard place, because at the end of the day, if you take that, if you speak to him and say put it down, or don't carry it, that might be the last day he starts walking on the road. Do you know what I mean? There's either ways to it. You tell him to keep it, he might get nicked, or he might use it just for the sake of using it and use it for dumb shit, or, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, you might take it away from him or tell him to put it down. But guess what? Imagine putting that knife, his problem's still not going to go away. And what if you're not allowing it and your op is not allowing it? What then? What do you do?
No, man.
Do you know what I mean? So you're between a rock and a hard place.
But you can only tackle one problem at a time. Like, the first thing you need to do is stop him from either leaving the yard or to put this big ass sword away.
So you lot out. It's already on him. And what, you're going to take it from him and then throw it away? And then what? On the way home, you see someone or someone sees him.
But that is what I'm saying. You need to tackle one problem at a time. If you're out, you need to go in somewhere. You need to go somewhere else.
I'd say if he's out, Uber's only.
Yeah.
Uber's only or driving.
I know, it's difficult, man. It's difficult, yeah, but
that life, you always got to look over your shoulder, innit? So I hear it. Sometimes I hear some of the man them talking, and they're like, if I pull it down, then what?
Yeah, you're defenseless.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, I hear it. I understand it.
Some of them are like, yeah, I hear it. Like I don't carry it all the time, type of thing, innit? Like it's not on me all the time, but yeah, you shouldn't carry it. We're like, yeah, but gotta do what I gotta do, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you're never gonna win this ongoing cycle, like, especially how deep they're in. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I think you just got, them type of problems, I think you have to tackle it from early.
It's the mindset, innit? You have to get the mindset.
Yes, it's communication as well. It's role models as well. It's people that are in your circle, whether it be, it don't even have to be family members. Obviously, having a dad in a household helps.
Yes.
Or an uncle or godfather or older brother.
Well, I was talking to someone about this the other day, actually. It was funny enough. And I was like, someone's like, if I'm the parent or the guardian, whatever, that child has to listen to me. And I say, that's an expectation.
Yeah.
You need to understand that you could still have a son and you could tell him to clean his room and he doesn't want to do it. What then? He just obeyed you. But say for instance your son's out there dealing drugs and you've told him not to do it countless of times and he still goes and do it, whatever consequence comes after that is what it is. But at the end of the day, listening to you is a choice. You expect me to do it because you're my mum and my dad, but and she was like, yeah, I understand, it's always a choice. Everything in life is a choice. But at the end of the day, the choices that you got yourself into are a reason why now you're carrying a knife. So now that you're carrying a knife, you have to now take the expectations of not carrying a knife. So it's just like, you're never going to win. You're never going to win.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but all I would like to do is create an environment where little man can talk to me. No matter what he's going through, whether it be at school, whether it be on road, or like, say he's older in it, whether he's at uni, whether he's on road, whether it's girl problems or whatever the situation is or whatever the problem is, talk to me. That's all I want. Literally, that's all I want from him. Because brother, it's scary, fam. It's scary having a youth, fam.
Yeah, I hear you.
Not even like just, it's scary raising someone in London. Forget London, anywhere, because anything can happen.
Anywhere, and I keep telling people that.
It's anywhere, innit? But brother, it's scary, fam. And it's even scarier if you're raising someone that, I'm speaking for myself. My son, he's Afro-Latino. So he's half Trini, he's half Colombian.
Gangster.
So he's half Trini, half Colombian. So I mean, you can, you're right.
I know it,
I mean, you can speak more to it, but how hard is it growing up in London, in the UK, growing up as a young black boy, as a young black man? Like, I can't relate to that difficulty. Do you know what I mean? But I can imagine that it's scary for the most part.
When you were younger,
I don't think white boys, that, you know, no disrespect to anyone, but I don't think, do you think white boys go through the same troubles or the same trauma as someone that's black growing up in this country?
No, because first of all, what I like to say to people is, would you let a random person come into your house, open your fridge and have food out of your fridge? No, they wouldn't. So then what makes you think another man would let me do that in his country? I'm not in a black country. I'm in a white dominant country that is run by a majority of the white nation. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So they're not thinking like me or thinking for me because their normal average day doesn't require me to do anything for them. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of living in London, when we were younger, more likely you get to look over your shoulder. But I think as years go on,
I still do.
You still do?
I still do.
Yeah, do you know what? I still have that. You know when someone's riding a bike, him walking down the road, I still look behind me like it's nothing.
Bro, I always do.
Do you know how many days when we was walking on ends?
In ends, as safe as I feel in ends, I'm still very much aware of what can happen.
True, anything can happen.
I'm always looking on my shoulder, and it's crazy. Do you know where I do it?
Where?
You know where the gallery is outside the block. You know, there's like, you can either go up the ramp, or you can go the other way, like in between the little park bit and the stairs. There. You think I'm joking? Really? Every day, bro.
Every day.
I know Conan had an episode or like a little mini doc that came out about PTSD. Big respect to Conan for doing that as well, because I think more people should be open about it. And if they're not open about it, at least have someone to talk to, like seek therapy. I always tell people, I remember we had this conversation years ago about therapies. Like I've had therapy.
Yes.
And I mean, it helps. Of course it does. And I would always recommend it to anyone. Because I feel like a lot of people are diagnosed with PTSD. I'm not saying I am, 'cause I'm not going to put that on myself, because I've not. Yeah, like no one said I've had it, so who am I to say I've got it when I don't actually know? So I don't know, innit? But I feel like there's a lot of people out there that have PTSD, you know. And there's always like a lot of people try to diagnose someone as, oh, you're just suffering from PTSD, but they couldn't even tell you what PTSD even stands for. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it comes across like such a cool thing to say now. But where was I even going with this? But yeah, it's like
growing up in terms of
just growing up, like just your environment or whatever. It's like I said, as much as I feel safe where I'm from, I'm very much aware where I am and what could potentially happen.
It's not safe in the streets.
It's not, man. It's
Sleeping
crazy
in the streets.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, you get caught lacking, boy.
Lacking.
No, but I think the point I'm trying to say is like, it's like, I think people should seek some type of, whether it be therapy or someone to talk to or something.
And just seek happiness. Whatever makes you happy, just make that 10 times more. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're
but that's the thing with PTSD though. It's like, as much happiness as you try to find, that trauma is always going to be there.
So the only thing you can do is tackle the trauma. I'm not saying it's easier said than done. I agree.
But that would be the end goal.
But that would be the end goal. And then once you're over that trauma, if you can get over it, because something might take a year, some might take them 15 years. Some might not even do it at all. But in the times when you're down, you have to seek something that makes you happy. So do you know what I mean? Like I would say one of the best things about me is obviously I've got loads of nieces and nephews. So sometimes when I'm down, I just kind of like FaceTime my sister so I can just see my niece. You know what I mean? But when I see my nephew, you know what I mean? And I'm in a better mood. You know, uncle. You know what I mean? So it's like someone's happy. Yeah. Because I like the saying of young lads. It says, "Money can't bring me happiness, but it can bring my happiness. And I agree with that. I agree with that 10 times fold. Do you know
I hear you. Yeah.
A pound can make my nephew happy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like something so. True. Do you know what I mean? Something so small. He's happy. He's got his chocolate bar. He's up and down. Uncle, you wanna share it? I'm not giving you. Like he does that type of thing in it. But
I think I remember watching an interview with Dame Dash. I think it was at the Breakfast Club, and something he said always stuck with me. It's like, I hustle for my last name, not my first. That's always stuck with me. Because everything you do now, I'm saying you'll get to that point, or CJ will get to that point. It's like
you too,
everything,
bro. You too as well, bro.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's like, I'm talking it, but I'm saying like when you have kids or whatever, at that point you're not living for you.
Yeah, you're not.
Like every decision you make,
it's not yours anymore.
You have to rethink it.
True.
That's like, how is this going to benefit him or her? Meaning your son or your daughter. Like, how is it going to benefit them? Because if it was up to me, like if little man weren't about, brother, I'll be reckless, fam. I'll be outside. Like I'll be doing some stupid shit. But having a child, it blesses you, it matures you. You got to think different now, because everything you do, it's not for you anymore now. And you want to leave some type of legacy. You want to make sure he or she is good. Yeah,
but then at some point you have to understand where, yes, you're living for them. At some point you have to now let them flow the nest.
Oh, facts.
When you're called upon, that's when you show up. Or even when you're not called upon, you should still show up. But still have a life. I love parents like you who dedicate their lives to their kids. I love that, but still don't forget to remember to have fun.
Oh yeah, it's a healthy balance.
Yeah, and when they're not about anymore, still have hobbies and things you like to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying don't dedicate your life to your kids. Do that. I think people like stay-at-home mums, like mum can be full-time. I rate them, and I've given them the highest responsibilities in life.
Mum's full stop.
Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say a small percentage are not good, but we're not gonna get into that.
I said it, not me.
So yeah, like in terms of like raising their kids and stuff like that. So I respect people like you, but it's like always have fun, enjoy it. Like once they're 25 and 26 and out the house and stuff more, still invite your friends over and get drunk with them and send them home to their missus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Bro, hey, your wife calling you, bro. Go home, like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's crazy stuff.